RP or what the situation was. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. I didn't make any threats to anybody else, but Mr. Jane definitely made some very serious threats to me, threats that I reported and conveyed to Samika. Yes, due to the overwhelming amount of force that James Dean threatened to bring against me for essentially doing my job as the caretaker in this town, I have reached out to various entities to ensure my continued existence, so to speak. Unfortunately, I was assaulted in this town on Saturday as I was crossing through trying to obtain some food because I was starving, and somebody shot me and took my items. And so I pretty much started over fresh. I'm now a part of the Drifters who have joined up with Diego and Zephic. We are all over at Corona Castle now, and we are hungry. And he ordered.
So is it that have you been told not to be in this area or something? Because none of that surprises me. I've heard that whole story from the Mr. James Dean. I've heard the whole story from the Miss Samika, and none of this is new information. The big thing is that house over there. The contents that are inside are not of monetary value. They are of knowledge, if that makes sense. And they are needed to be kept private. It is of the utmost importance that that does not be assaulted. It could mean very dangerous things for very many people if it is discovered. Yeah, one second. I'm sure that Mr. James Dean's threats were in the interest of your own protection in that situation. But I also do know that James Dean is capable of mustering quite the force if he feels threatened. So I would just kindly advise that if you are in this area, that you give the house on the far side a wide berth. I will have a talk with Miss Samika about our conversation here today, because I don't think that you should feel like you are not welcome in this area.
As I mentioned, I was fulfilling the end of the bargain that I had with her. As I've told other people, I'm not trying to be a white knight. I wasn't trying to be a hero or anything else of that sort. I was just trying to fulfill
Oh,
my agreement with her.
I absolutely
I was
understand.
polite. I was polite enough. I was polite enough after I discovered this town to wait almost a week until I was able to meet her to ask for permission to move into this log cabin, and that was part of her condition was for me to protect her. Uh,
Yeah, but don't you think that someone taking the time to move in is not a very aggressive approach? Especially putting a note with their name on the front. Don't you think it would have been more appropriate to discuss with Samika first before locking a door or rolling a lock or taking an aggressive action in the area? I mean, it seems like a more intensive approach, a breaching, if you will, as opposed to a questioning. Usually people leave notes or open lines of communication before deciding to breach someone's home.
And Samika referred to us as a team, as a partnership, and she should have done the same. She could have left a note on my door just like you did, or left me a note via carrier pigeon, which we had done many times prior, to let me know that the person that she had okayed to move in was actually okay to move in. Uh, I didn't know any better. I was just following. She wasn't around. She wasn't going to be around for some time. And I had no idea who they were, what their intentions were. So I was following through with my directive as per what I could do at that time with the information that I had, which was almost non-existent.
Yeah,
Uh,
yes, I understand. And
again,
oh, do not
she
talk
had
over
every
me.
opportunity.
Do not speak over me. I am speaking right now. I'm responding to you. Okay? I feel like there was a misunderstanding. I feel like this may have been taken a bit out of hand. Now, if you are going to get amped up and try to raise your voice, we are going to have a problem here. Do you understand me? Do you understand, Mr. Taxon? Do you
Just get
understand,
out.
Mr. Tacton?